Hey folks, Charlie here. Review of Hunt for Wolverine #1. A quick note, sorry for not uploading a video in a long time. I was out defending your freedom. You could thank me for that later. I wanted to hate this comic book. I really did. I hate Marvel right now. All their books have Wolverine in them. It's like the only character that they can write these days. Like, oh, Wolverine this, oh, Wolverine the X Factor, Avengers, blah 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 blah. He's so freaking one-dimensional. It's ridiculous. They just change Marvel to Wolverine. That's it. And like I said, I wanted to hate this comic, but I couldn't. It was actually a good comic. I hated some of the characters in it, but it was good. I'm not even going to get into that Avengers. I'll deal with that tomorrow. So Wolverine's dead. He's entombed Maniminium. I didn't bother buying any of those books because it was stupid. We got the Reavers coming in, and man, they just talk tactical in this. I mean, whoever the writer on this, who's the freaking writer? Charles, yeah. Charles, he did a good job writing. It's got some great tactical stuff in it, and the art was dynamic. The panels moved along quickly. I did not find myself getting lost anywhere, and it threw me some. I couldn't really. Let me take this back. It's easy for me to predict how something's going to go. I'm sure everybody else reading this kind of was able to do that too, but it didn't matter because the dialogue and how they're putting it all together really worked. This panel right here was just fantastic. This lower panel right here. You got Colossus being Colossus, Kitty doing it, Nightcrawler. It took me for a second to realize that was Firestar. I was like, what? I was like, bringing back Spider-Man and his Fantastic Friends. Storm. It was a fun ride. I have to admit, this was a fun ride. And this little quick panels right here where they're kind of discussing what to do. Boy Cyclops is there. Miss him. They'll probably bring him back all cucked and everything. It was good because you could just tell that they just hate each other. Logan and Cyclops just don't like each other, and I'm sure he feels bad that the dude's dead, but on the other point, he's like, whatever. I got a mission to do. And then this is what I liked right here. It was Peter that came up with the idea. I'm not going to tell you what the idea was. I'm going to skip a couple pages. But they pulled some shenanigans, and it was cool. And look at this panel right here. Colossus just to lay some hate on some people. So awesome. Like I said, everything about this I liked. So the first story was good, and they did, like I said, I don't want to ruin it. And then he comes back. I mean, you know how it is. Like, he's alive and stuff like that. I'm going to jump some more pages because I don't want to get into it. And then they're like, hold on a second. Where it is now? All right. And they're kind of going around trying to find people. So this is where the story kind of got stupid. I'm not sure if they're trying to do movie Tony Stark in this one. Like, whatever, I just don't care. Like I said, I just review Marvel books because other people are buying them. I don't think we should be buying them. I think we should be going out trying to find other people's work, but you have to give credit where credit is due when a good comic is done. And this is a good comic. Brought my boy Daredevil in there. I never really collected his comics, but there was this one thing in Civil War that I thought was so badass that he did. He had just got captured, and he was getting taken to like that secret cell. I think it was in the negative zone that Reed Richards had created, and Stark was there, and they're like, well, he didn't say anything, but he had one thing. It was like, what was it? It was like he had a silver coin in his mouth, basically alluding to Judas, who sold JC out for 20 silver coins. And I was like, that was just a badass. That was just a badass move by Daredevil. That was back in the day. Anywho's, they have Lady Deathstrike. I guess she's Latina now. She was Asian, and yeah, this is where I kind of started not liking the comic, unfortunately. Yeah, that Lady Deathstrike's not a hero. She's a straight up killer. She's done a lot of horrible things. Just like that person right there. She's yeah, Kutsa dude that she's shinking right there. So it was good. And of course, fuck, god dang, I hate that shit. I'm just gonna close on that right there. So this is a purchase. They did their due diligence, and they this is a recommend. Am I doing recommends or am I doing purchase? I wasn't able to use my Van Skyver because I didn't want to get too much into the panels. The Van Skyver is usually used for when things are bad or I need to point something out. Here, I'll point something out in my Van Skyver and I'll use my Van Skyver voice. This is a one-dimensional character that the entire Marvel Universe is riding on. He sucks as a person, and he has no loyalty. Yeah, I hold a personal grudge against the imaginary character. I got my issues. Anyway, or as I like to say, anywho's, pick it up. I mean, you're not gonna wait. You're not wasting your. Wait a minute. This thing's $6. All right. This is if you have $6 to burn, like you don't want to go to Starbucks, because you're trying to cut some weight for some particular reason, maybe for your wedding or something like that, then pick up this comic book, because. Even though this is a good comic book, oh yeah, this is what I forgot to tell you guys. So this was a semi-decent comic book. I mean, I really liked the opening part all up until, it was pretty good all around. But then I saw this little thing right here. Weapon Loss, Animinium Agenda, Claw Killer, and Mysteries in Madripoor. So they're trying to rope-a-dope us into buying 4 stupid books. There was a time when Marvel would have a series and be able to track pretty much most of what was going on in one. Maybe they'll catch us up and Hunt for Wolverine #2. This is definitely going to drag out an entire year and take an enormous amount of time and just turn into a giant poop show, probably. But like I said, if you got $6 to burn, what the heck? Pick it up. Read a story. You know, it's not horrible. I did like the tactics in it. Like I said, like this opening scene right here, this stuff right here, with the Reavers and the X-Men. This was some good. This was some good jazz. There's still problems with Kitty looking like a man. Hopefully they fix that someday because she used to be absolutely beautiful. No, not so much. I don't know. Kind of like a dude. Whatever. Yeah. Pick it up. If you feel like it. I don't think you'll be too disappointed. Anyways, I had a really bad day today at work. So I'm just going to keep this one short. But you got to keep on, and you guys have a good one. Hopefully your day is better than mine. Hit the bell for notifications. Hit the button for subscribe. And don't step on any landmines. Later.